What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. It's JXR Prime here, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I'm doing a story time video with gameplay playing in the background. Just want to give a little quick thing that every name of the story is either unmentioned or I changed the names of, so nothing is leaked. This all happened, by the way. I know the title makes it sound a little bit fake, but no, it is real. A furry tried to attack me in my squad in real life, and I'm gonna be telling a story on how this happened. So I go to a school, and as a modern day, people will have a little bit of wider or weirder interest because they're able to be able to be exposed to more communities and more things online because of the modern internet. So me and my friends are just, hanging out at the lunch tables, as everybody does at lunch, except for some people. And just randomly, this random person comes sit down. A lot of people randomly just sit down at our table just because we used to be in the second closest, table near, the cafeteria, the place where you get the food, the lunch line. And so a lot of people just didn't want to have to, do the effort to just go over there, and maybe, they just wanted to move somewhere. Whatever was the easiest place to go, and it was also right next to, all the Tupperware and stuff, so it was really easy just to, go and, sit there. But, this random kid sits down, and originally, he's just, kind of cool, showing us some memes, showing us some funny things. And it's good for a while. Most of the other people that are in the friend group that sit down, we don't talk to them. We just kind of, hang out and just kind of speak, just in that one friend group. But this person, trying to basically infiltrate our friend group, and we're usually fine with that. Maybe, he just wants to make friends, maybe he's gonna be normal. And later on, there's just some weird things, half of his phone gallery is just Five Nights at Freddy's memes. It's okay, maybe he likes Five Nights at Freddy's, and that's perfectly fine, FNAF is, I haven't played it personally, but, whatever games you like, I'm fine with. I still like Skylanders in 2022. I can't really say what game is good or bad, but still, that's kind of a little bit weird. But then his wallpaper is that wolf girl from, I can't remember what it is. I think it's Hello Boss, I believe, or something. I think it's Luna or whatever from that show. But yeah, and that's just, that's pretty weird, but maybe it's just a meme, maybe it was a dare. But then he keeps calling her his waifu, which, as an anime fan, having a waifu is it's normal, but still it's kind of weird. It's a little bit weird even for an anime fan like I am, but it is even weirder when it's an anthropomorphic animal. It's kind of weird. But then he keeps talking about furry stuff, and it's just really weird and random. And he also is very annoying because at this point he's sharing the same jokes and doing the same things, and sometimes repetitive jokes are funny, but in this case it's not really that funny. So eventually we just kind of stopped really reacting to his jokes, just because usually if you just stop reacting to something, eventually somebody will just not do it anymore and do something else. And that worked for a little bit. He stopped really hanging out with us. But then he started hanging out with us more, and then trying to follow us during lunch outside. So we just kept trying to distance ourselves away from him and keep trying to be in our friend group. So eventually we're just okay, we're just gonna ask him to, not sit with us, and he does that for a little bit, but then, he just doesn't anymore, and he starts sitting with us again. So we move to a different table, and then for a while that works. Of course, sometimes he still or tries to come and see us at lunch when it's outside, but you know, sometimes we would avoid it by either going to the library or just like hanging out in different spots. We usually hang out around the back or near the basketball area, so we just kind of switch that way. He can't really like get to us as much. But then he finds out where we're sitting now. I don't know how, but I guess maybe he was walking near the area and found out, and then he starts to sit with us again, and we've kind of had enough of his antics at this point, so we just kind of tell him to please stop doing this. And this all happens around, I think, like late winter, like mid-February to like I don't know, mid-March, because where I live, it's pretty north, so like winter kind of ends around mid-March, so we have either really hot days or really cold days. My state's really weird, its weather's crazy, but anyways, basically we tell him to stop, and then I think later it was like a snowy day or a frosty day or something. It was cold that day, and he comes and he like, even though we already told him to stop, and he like, and when he like kind of basically does the cliche furry thing where they start hissing at you, and yeah, this actually happened. He started hissing at us. This was really weird. This was my first time actually seeing a furry like in real life and also act like that. So it was really, really weird. And then he tries to like attack us, but here's the thing, if you know anything about furries, usually they're very physically weak, or like usually they're not the strongest people. Like, you haven't seen a person at a furry convention with 6-packs, you know. Usually you don't see that. So this dude, he like tries to fight us, and it's like, and he just like starts scratching at us, and like, here's the thing, scratches, like, you know, they don't really hurt normally. Usually it's just like, oh my gosh, bro, you're just gonna fight dirty like that? Like, the fact that he's a furry and he's scratching us, it's cold, you know, it hurts a little bit more. So obviously some of us start fighting him, but of course, because, you know, American schools are weird, and it's like, if someone starts to fight, you get in trouble even if you're defending yourself. So what we do instead is we just try to take his shoes, because it was really cold, so if like stepping on the grass without your shoes will make your socks wet and really cold. So that was our best strategy, and we kind of did that. But he would keep running, and he would keep running he'd keep screaming some pretty explicit things, like you probably can't see on the channel, but he did all these things, and we finally simply, not explicit like swear words, but other things that were just kind of sus. So we kind of like played a little bit of football shoes that way, you know, he would stop, but once he got his shoes back, he wouldn't stop. So we just kind of had to run away, and I mean, this dude is really annoying, and like, he like very much is a furry, but he like always tries to deny it, even though we've literally seen, you know, wallpaper and half of his memes are about furry things. As well, I guess I wasn't on that day of school because, you know, for some reason last year, I think around like the second semester, I just got really sick almost all the time. I guess because I have I'm not like allergic to everything, it's just there's a whole lot of allergens in my area. So basically I feel a little bit sick a lot of the times, and we were having another COVID outbreak, so it's like stay home or you're sick, basically. So I did that. I guess I wasn't there for that school, but apparently he showed some weird stuff to my friends, and they really did not like that. Of course, because you don't want to be showing some weird furry fan art or something that's weird if you're not asking for it. That's just kind of weird and rude. And so of course we're just trying to distance ourselves away from him, but it wouldn't stop. So basically, you do this really annoying thing anytime he would see us. He would like just say our names, like, oh, is that insert blank name. And this kid also was like kind of a troublemaker. I know this whole story was just supposed to be about furry detectives, but I guess I'll tell in another video. But yeah, just keep yelling our names, troublemaker and stuff. I didn't get in trouble until a little bit later on, but I tell that story in another video, so I'll see you guys on the next video. If you guys did enjoy this story time, I know it's a little bit different, but I'm trying to do some different content. I probably won't do many story times because most of my life story either has pretty good entertaining stories, but mainly just ones that are a little bit too personal that are entertaining. So yeah, I will probably most of them are from my school. But anyway, see you on the next video, and please look out for the next story time because it's really funny. So yeah, bye.